last 5 minutes of this warm-up, so the last 5 minutes of the girls' warm-up, and could I just ask that each 1 to 8 of the 50 metre breaststroke go to Lancashire now. Thank you.
Ladies, you have 3 minutes left of your warm-up. Last 3 minutes of the warm-up, ladies. So we say once again a very good morning to everyone joining us here at the Liverpool Classic Centre for day number 6 and session number 11 of the Lancashire County Championships 2023. Dear Lord. This morning, what have we got coming up for you? We've got the men's 50 breaststroke, the ladies 200 freestyle. We got the gentlemen back in the water with the 800 free, and then we finish off session number 11 with the 50 breaststroke finals for the gentlemen. Once again, as always, if we can ask spectators to please make sure they find themselves a seat before we try and get the racing underway this morning. As we said, still got 2 minutes left for the warm-up, so our lads in heat number 1 there behind the blocks, if you have a little bit of a chill, just a couple more minutes, you can have a nice relax.
Good morning and welcome to session 11 of the Lancashire Championships 2023. Before we start, I will give a big round of applause to all the officials and volunteers for this weekend. And introducing your referees for this morning, we've got Caroline Horton. And Caroline is joined by Nick McGinty, And our starter this morning is Chris Ball. So we are getting ready with event 601, which is the men's open 50 metre breaststroke. We've got 19 heats in this one, and we are getting ready to start with heat number 1. In lane 1, we've got Theo Piculas. In lane 3, we've got, heat 1, lane 2, Theo Piculas. Lane 3 is Aidan Leslie, and lane 4 is Thomas Ball.
So, in the first heat of the morning, all these gentlemen are in the 10 and 11 years age group. So all of them in a straight battle to get the fastest time they can and hopefully get themselves into a final later on this morning. Entry times all of 49 seconds for these three boys. At the moment, it looks like that is lane number 4, Thomas Ball, who is out in front. And this time, for the first time this morning, as they make their way into the 5 metres, it is going to be Thomas Ball. Let's have a little look. In a time of 48.27, followed by Aidan Leslie, 50.14, and Theo third, 51.30. Heat 2.
In heat 2, lane 2 is Oscar O'Connell, lane 3 is William Nichols, lane 4 Jack Bennion, and lane 5 Callum Leslie. Can I ask that team managers and coaches send heats 9 to 16 to marshalling now, please? Thank you.
So again, all these boys are in the 10 and 11 years age group. Entry times are 48 seconds. At the moment, it is lane number 3, William Nichols. How many times have I said that name this weekend? But he's having the 3 weekends even. He's had a fantastic time at his county championships. It looks like he's continuing to do so. So it is William, and then possibly Callum over in lane number 5. Quite hard to tell between the other two lads who's running in third. But this time, as they make their way in, we are going to get some times of 46.87 there for William. Then he finishes and wins heat number 2. That's confirmed, heat 3.
Heat 3, lane 1 Callum Jung, lane 2 Winston Crossway, lane 3 Alfie Holden, lane 4 Samuel Luthers, lane 5 Eric Bell, and lane 6 is Harrison Burgess.
We have 3 12-year-olds in heat number 3. They're in lanes 2, 3 and 4. Lanes 1, 5 and 6 are still in the 10 and 11 years age group. Entry times are 46 and 47. This one a little bit harder to call as they make their way through 35 metres. Probably looking at lanes 2 and 5, seem to have a slight advantage. We'll have a little look. Here we go. So it is lanes 2 and 5 leading the way. Coming to the final 5 metres, it looks like it's going to be Winston there, Bolton Metro, touching the wall first. He does, time of 44.95, followed by Eric, 45.37, and Alfie third in 45.76. Just wait for the board to confirm heat number 3. It does, heat number 4.
4, lane 1, Joseph O'Rourke, lane 2, William Stamper, lane 3, Jacob Irvine, lane 4, Fraser Cork, lane 5, Leo Ashcroft, lane 6, Albert Robinson.
So in this heat we've got 12-year-olds in lanes 1, 3, 4 and 6. Lanes 2 and 5 are your 11-year-olds. Again, entry times are 45 and 46. But on the stream, very good morning to everyone watching on YouTube Live. You can see it is lanes 5 and 6 as well as 2 going very good through 35 metres of heat number 4. As I said, now it is lane 2 and 3 as well as 5 and 6 still there. But let's have a look who touches the wall first. First 44.51. Jacob Irvine next. And Leo Ashcroft third. Confirmed, heat 5.
Heat 5, lane 1, James Graham, lane 2, Gabriel Barnett, lane 3, Logan Byrne, lane 4, Ed Pearson, lane 5, Archie McLaren, lane 6, Alec Birchall.
So all the boys are in the 12 years age group in heat number 5. There's not many 12-year-olds to come after this heat, so the boys know they get a great time and finish first or second in this heat. They could be heading to the finals at the end of session 11. Logan Byrne, fastest entry time in lane number 3 at 41.67. Everyone else at 43s and 44s. And that's showing Logan is out in front. So this time, Logan will register a time of 40.71, followed by Gabriel Barnett, 41.73. And running third is Archie McLaren at 43.58. Confirmed, heat 6.
Heat 6, lane 1, Jack Calderbank, lane 2, Harry Davidson, lane 3, Aaron Nolte, lane 4, Cameron Leslie, lane 5, Ethan Blythe, and lane 6 is Michael Meadows-Dixon. Coaches and team managers, please can you send all the remaining swimmers for this event to go to marshalling, please.
So in heat number 6, lane number 1, 5 and 6 are 12-year-olds. Lanes 2, 3 and 4 are 13-year-olds. The best start goes from Ethan Blythe in lane number 5. And he's out in front, he's taking Michael Meadows-Dixon with him in lane 6. Also going well, the Blackpool swimmer Aaron Nolte, and lane 1, Jack Calderbank. Let's see what times we get. Ethan Blythe, 40.17, Jack Calderbank, 40.18, and Aaron Nolte, 40.24. Again, wait for everything to be confirmed. It is heat number 7.
Heat 7, lane 1 is Caleb Crow, lane 2 is Alexander Lewis, lane 3 Leo Griffiths, lane 4 James Farnan, lane 5 Finlay Warburton, lane 6 Callum Byrne.
So in lanes 3 and 4 we've got 2 14-year-olds. In lanes 1, 4, 5 and 6 we've got 13-year-olds. These 13-year-olds will know there's only 3 or 4 other 13-year-olds left to go. So again, fast swimming, PBs could bring them back in the finals later. So at the moment, lane number 3 is coming under the flags. He's going to take this heat out. Yeah, Leo Griffiths, 38.60. Followed by Callum Byrne, 39.30, and a joint third, James Farnan and Alexander Lewis, 40.27. Confirmed, heat 8.
Heat 8, lane 1 is George Annette, lane 2 is Thomas Fitzpatrick, lane 3 is Rhys Pownell, lane 4 Freddie Hunter, lane 5 Oliver Lambert, lane 6 Hayden Battle.
So lanes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are in the 14 years age group. Hayden Battle in lane number 6 is 13, and he is out in front, followed by Reece Pownall of the Leyland Barracudas. They are your front two at the moment. Also going well is Oliver Lambert of Crosby in lane 5. So coming into the final 5 metres, Reece Pownall's got a slight advantage over Hayden Battle. Let's have a look at the times. Reece Pownall 36.36, Hayden Battle 37 exactly, then Oliver Lambert 37.93. Great racing. Confirmed, heat 9.
Heat 9, lane 1, Archie Spicer. Lane 2 is Nicholas Castanera. Lane 3 is James Vaughan. Lane 4, Thomas Harris. Lane 5, Dexter Diver. Lane 6, Archie Lorimer.
So James Vaughan in lane 3 is a 13-year-old. Everybody else is 14. Entry times all of 37 and a low 38. At the moment, looks like it's lane number 4. That's Thomas Harris of Clitheroe. He is out in front at the moment, followed by lane number 2. Let's look at the times. Thomas Harris 35.89, Nicholas Castorina 36.83, and Dexter Diver 37.59. We will wait for confirmation. Okay, that is confirmed. We'll move on to heat 10.
Just letting you know that in Heat 9, Lane 5 was a disqualification. Heat 9, Lane 5 was a disqualification. Moving on to Heat 10, Lane 1, Nathan Healy. Lane 2, Joshua Paul. Lane 3, William Irvine. Lane 4, Hal Shuttleworth. Lane 5, Joseph Ball. Lane 6, Logan Warburton.
So, Hal Shuttleworth in lane 4, Joseph Ball in lane 5 are your 15-year-olds. Everybody else is 14. Joseph Ball had the best start, but the heat has closed up, and possibly now William Irvine of Crosby, Purple Hat in lane number 3, looks to be leading the way, although Nathan Healy of Wigan Best in lane 1 is going good, as is Joshua Paul in 2. It's William Irvine 35.26, Nathan Healy 35.67, Joshua Paul 35.78. Confirmed, heat 11.
Heat 11, Lane 1, Flynn Morris. Lane 2, Maximilian Cusack. Lane 3, Luke Horton. Lane 4, Zachary Bellhouse. Lane 5, Finlay Arnold. Lane 6, Omar Juma. Coaches and team managers, please get the first 6 heats of the 200 free to Mashling now. Thank you.
So, Finlay Arnold in lane 5 is your 14 years age group. Everybody else is in the 16 years age group. All entry times are 35 seconds. But Zachary Bellhouse of the Isle of Man took part in one of the swim-offs yesterday, is back and looking very, very good at this. Zachary Bellhouse, 34.57. Omar Juma is 36.23 and Luke Horton, 36.40. Heat number 12.
Heat 12, Lane 1 is Rowan Allison. Lane 2, Adam Fern. Lane 3, Albert Smith. Lane 4, Oscar Donnelly. Lane 5, Elliot Mitchell. Lane 6, Flynn Martin.
So lane 3 is in the 14 years age bracket. Lanes 1, 4 and 6 are in your 15s. Lane 5 is a 16 and lane 2 is in the 17s and overs. Entries of 34 seconds for everybody, but lane number 3, Albert Smith of the City of Manchester Aquatics, has left the rest of the heats, giving himself a body length lead, and Albert Smith is going to post a time of 33.95, Oscar Donnelly 35.08, and Adam Fern 36.43. Is confirmed, heat 13.
Heat 13, lane 1 is Cormac Whiteley, lane 2 is Shreyas Mishra, lane 3 is Thomas Binns, lane 4 James Fothergill, lane 5 Joshua Hollenby, lane 6 Callum Mungan.
So we got a 13-year-old in lane number 1, 15-year-olds in lanes 4 and 5, and then lane 2, 3 and 6 are in the 16 years age category. All 34s on the entries, and this one is close as they make their way into the final 10 metres. Possibly lane 1, lane 3, maybe even 4, 5, in fact every lane. Who touches? Thomas Binns, 35.05, James Fothergill, 35.27, Joshua Hollenby, 35.42. Told you it was close. Heat 14.
Heat 14, lane 1 is Thomas Ball, lane 2 Ellis Cleworth, lane 3 Isaac Spinks, lane 4 Ben Cook, lane 5 Oliver Titley, lane 6 Brandon Taylor.
So off we go, and the early leader Ellis Cleworth in lane number 2. Let's say 14-year-old in lane 4, 15-year-old in lane 6, 16-year-old in lane 1. Everyone else is 17 and over. Lane 2 and 3, Ellis Cleworth and Isaac Spinks having a battle. It's going to be Isaac Spinks though, in a time of 31.80. Ellis Cleworth 32.04. Brandon Taylor 33.65. Round of applause, and rightly so. Great swimming. Heat 15.
Heat 15, lane 1 is Charlie Shine, lane 3 is King Sum, lane 4 is Ethan Roberts, lane 4 is Joel Birtles, and lane 6 is Luke Kernan.
So we got 16-year-olds in lanes 3, 4 and 6. And then everyone else is in the 17 years and over category. Possibly lane number 6 in Luke Curran, who's got a slight advantage, although in the middle of the pool. Doing him a disservice is King Sum. Looks like King Sum in lane 3 will touch. He does 33.32. Luke Curran 33.74. Ethan Roberts 33.91. Heat 16.
Heat 16, lane 1 is Daniel O'Brien, lane 2 is Daniel Canavan, lane 3 is Jacob Brooks, lane 4 is Ethan Coleman, lane 5 Annan Clark, and lane 6 is Kyle Durand.
So all of these gentlemen are in the 17 years and over category. Everyone entered at a 32 point something. At the moment, lane number 3 is out in front. Lane number 4 trying to go with him. So that is Jacob Brooks and Ethan Coleman. Lane 1 also coming through very strongly, but 4 is Ethan Coleman, who will take this touch. 33.56. Jacob Brooks 34.65 and Daniel O'Brien 34.99. Is confirmed. Heat number 17.
Heat 17, lane 1 is Lewis Gilbert, lane 2 Peter Thompson, lane 3 is Ewan Weaver, lane 4 is Eba Mayer Clayton, and lane 6 is Lawrence Ndadaye.
So lane number 1, Lewis Gilbert in the 16 years age group. Every other gentleman in this heat is in the 17s and overs. Entry times are 30 and 31. And Ewan Weaver of the Aquabers is the one leading the way in lane number 3. Although it is close, and lanes 2 and 1 are coming back at him strong. In fact, 2 might pinch this, but he doesn't. Ewan Weaver holds on 32.40. Peter Thompson 32.46. Lewis Gilbert 33.18. Confirmed. Heat number 18.
Heat 18, lane 1 is Joseph Jones, lane 2 is Luke Aitken, lane 3 is Alexander Turnbull, lane 4 is Oliver Parry, and lane 6 is Cameron Ayres.
So in Heat 18, we've got two 15-year-olds, Luke Aitken and Oliver Parry. Everyone else is in the 17 years and over age group. Entry time, Alexander Turnbull at 30. Everyone else at 31s and 32s. It is lanes 3 and 4, Alexander Turnbull and Oliver Parry leading the way. Oliver is the one out in front, and he touches 31.51. Alexander Turnbull 32.03, and Joseph Jones 33.28. Confirmed. Last heat of this event, Heat 19.
Heat 19, lane 1 is Jonathan Waters, lane 2 is Matthew Charlesworth, lane 4 is Conor Meelan, lane 5 is Harvey Kinnear, and lane 6 is Oliver Carter.
So lane 1, Jonathan Waters is 15, Harvey Kinnear in lane 5 is 16, and then everyone else is in the 17s and overs. Entry times are 31s and 32s. Probably lane number 4, Conor Meelan of the Isle of Man, and lane 6, Oliver Carter of Bury and Elton. Looking good as they come to the final 5 metres. Who'll touch the wall first? Matthew Charlesworth, 32.34. Conor Meelan, 32.44. Jonathan Waters, 32.67. That completes event 601. We move on now to event 602, the women's 200 metres freestyle. There are 20 heats in this event. This is heat 1.
And in heat number 1 in lane 2, we've got Isla Astle from Clitheroe. Lane 3 is Olivia Cutter from Wigan Best, and also from Wigan Best in lane 4 is Martha Baxter. Coaches and team managers, please can you send heats 7 to 12 of this event to Mashling. Heats 7 to 12 of this event to Mashling.
So all of these ladies in the 10 and 11 year age group, everyone entered at 2:53, as we said. Isla from Clitheroe in lane 2, and then we've got the Terrible 2 in lane 3 and 4, Olivia and Martha. Best of friends, always seem to battle out at training. We'll see what happens in this 200 metres. But at the 50 metre turn, it is Isla Astle who's out in front. She turned at 36.91, followed by Martha and then Olivia. As we said, all in the 10 and 11 year age group, these ladies. So we're going to be trying the best to get the best time they can. So as you can see, the ladies making their way down to the halfway turn. It is still Isla Astle of Clitheroe out in front. Martha's second and Olivia running third. So at the halfway turn, Isla Astle 1 minute 20.83, followed by Martha Baxter a second behind, and Olivia a couple of seconds behind there. So turning times of 1:20.83 for Isla, Martha Baxter 1:21.80, and Olivia Cutter 1:23.89. So as they make their way up the third of the 50, the third 50 of this 200 metre race, Martha is just starting to catch Isla up. Olivia still going well. So as we said, out in front is Isla and Martha. Olivia still tracking them two ladies as well. As they turn, it was Isla who turned first, Martha not far behind, Olivia's with them. So at the moment, Isla still out in front, Martha running second, Olivia coming back strongly in third as well. Entry times for all of these ladies, 2:53. So Martha starting to put her foot down here, she's coming through. So Martha looking very good, Isla going strong, Olivia not too far behind as they come into the final 5 metres. As I said, entry times are 2:53. Martha Baxter's going to go 2:49.10, Isla 2:58.4 and Olivia 2:53.41. Fantastic effort for heat number 1. We move to heat 2.
In heat number 2 in lane 1, we've got Esme Cunliffe from Wigan Best. Also from Wigan Best in lane 2 is Elise Ainscough. Lane 3, Camilla Holland from Wigan Best. Grace Tushingham in lane 4 from Preston. And lane 5 is Esme Moore from Bolton Metro.
Okay, we've got finalists for you from the men's 50 breaststroke. In the 10 and 11 years age group, your finalists. From Carnforth is William Nichols. From Everton is Eric Bayo. From Everton is William Stamper. From Wigan Best is Leo Ashcroft. From Everton is Callum Chung. And from Ramsbottom is Harrison Burgess. Your reserve finalist from Prescott is Thomas Ball, and from Blackpool Aquatics is Oscar O'Connell. In the 12 years age group, your finalist from Blackpool Aquatics is Gabriel Barnett. From Southport is Logan Byrne. From Bolton Metro is Ethan Blythe. From Chorley Marlins is Jack Calderbank. From Wigan Best is Michael Meadows Dixon. And from Ackleburs is Archie McLaren. Reserve finalist from the Isle of Man is Ed Pearson. And from Bridgefield is James Graham. In the 13 years age group, your finalists from Blackpool Aquatics is Aaron Nolte. From Wigan Best is James Vaughan. From Ramsbottom is Cormac Whiteley. From St Helens is Aidan Battle. From Southport is Callum Byrne, and from the Isle of Man is James Farnan. Reserve finalists here from Leyland Barracudas is Finlay Warburton, and from the Isle of Man is Caleb Crow. 14 years age group finalists from Ormskirk, Joshua Paul. From Crosby, William Irvine. From the City of Manchester Aquatics is Albert Smith. From Burnley Bobcats is Ben Cook. From Wigan Best is Nathan Healy. From Clitheroe is Thomas Harris. And your reserve finalist from Leyland Barracudas is Rhys Pownall, and from Crosby is Finlay Arnold. In the 15 years age group, your finalist from Crosby is Oscar Donnelly. From City of Salford is Luke Aitken. From Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. From Preston is Jonathan Waters. From Chorley Marlins is Brandon Taylor. And from the City of Manchester Aquatics is James Fothergill. The reserve finalists from the Isle of Man, Joshua Hollenby. And from Burnley Bobcats is Hal Shuttleworth. Okay, let's get to the pool and the action, and it is lane number 3, Elise Ainscough, who's out in front. She is being, saying that she was in front, although going through very strongly now is Grace Tushingham. Entry times for these ladies are 2:41s to 2:50. 2:41s to 2:50, and these times are just going to get destroyed. Touching the wall first, joint first, is Elise Ainscough and Grace Tushingham. 2:36.77 for both of them. Then Esme Moore, 2 minutes 40.05. Absolutely unbelievable times for heat number 2 there. Well done, ladies. Heat 3.
And in heat 3 in lane 1 from Ramsbottom is Gracie Yates. Lane 2 is Alexis Aspin from Preston. Also from Preston in lane 3 is Bethany Macquenberry. Lane 4 is Emily Rowe from the City of Manchester. Lane 5, Eleanor Fothergill from Flixton. And lane 6 is Ruby Whiteside from Oldham Aquatics.
So more finalists for you from the men's 50 breaststroke. In the 16 years age group, your finalists. From Leyland Barracudas is Ethan Roberts. From City of Manchester Aquatics is King Sun. From Preston is Harvey Kinnear. From Stretford is Lewis Gilbert. From Crosby is Luke Curran. From the Isle of Man is Zachary Bellhouse. And your reserve finalists from Preston is Thomas Ball. And from Burnley Bobcat is Thomas Binns. In the 17 years and over age group, your finalists from Ackleburgh is Ewan Weaver. From the City of Liverpool is Ellis Cleworth. From Bolton Metro is Isaac Spinks. From the Isle of Man is Alexander Turnbull. From Blackpool Aquatics, is Matthew Charlesworth. And from the Isle of Man is Conor Mealing. Reserve finalists from the City of Liverpool is Peter Thompson. And from Bury and Elton is Oliver Carter. You now have 15 minutes to place any withdrawals from the finals, please. As I said, that's 15 minutes from now to hand in any withdrawals for the finals up to the timing suite. So in heat number 3, we've got an 11-year-old in lane 3, that's Bethany, and then everybody else is 12. At the moment, you would say it is going to be lane number 4, Emily Rowe, the City of Manchester Aquatics, who's out in front. Running second, Gracie Yates of Ramsbottom. And then I would suggest, let's have a look over at lane 5, Flixton's Eleanor Fothergill is third. Yeah, that is right. Emily Rowe, and then, as we said, Gracie Yates and Eleanor Fothergill. They're your top 3. So, still out in front is Emily Rowe in lane number 4. Running second, as we said, Gracie Yates in lane 1. And third is still Flixton's Eleanor Fothergill. Although coming back strongly in lanes 2 and 3, the 2 Preston swimmers, Alexis and Bethany. Entry times for these ladies was 2:35 to 2:40, and again they're going to be under that, or at least some of them are. Emily Rowe 2:34 exactly, Eleanor Fothergill 2:36.73, and Gracie Yates 2:37.23, and we finish off heat number 3. Everything confirmed. Heat 4.
Heat 4, lane 1 is Layla Dolan from Wigan Best. In lane 2 is Olivia Ellis from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3 is Poppy Johnson from Wigan Best. And in lane 4 from Southport is Mia Robinson. Lane 5 from Wigan Best is Olivia Knox. And lane 6 from Blackburn is Erin Fletcher.
So Poppy Johnson, our youngest swimmer, in lane number 3. And then Layla, Olivia Ellis, Mia Robinson, Olivia Knox and Erin Fletcher are all in the 12 years age group. Fastest entry time is Poppy Johnson at 2 minutes 30.90, and that goes out to 2:34 at the outside lanes. So at the turn it was Poppy Johnson, but Olivia Ellis of Blackpool Aquatics is sticking with her at the moment, as is Mia Robinson in lane number 4. And in fact Mia has decided she's going to take this race by the scruff of the neck. As she moves through into a halfway turn, there's now Mia Robinson out in front, although Olivia Ellis, Poppy Johnson and Olivia Knox are not far behind. So at the 100 metre turn, Mia Robinson is 0.4 of a second in the lead of Olivia Ellis. As I said, Poppy Johnson turning third, that's your 1, 2 and 3. Olivia Knox still going well over in lane number 5. Ladies in the outside lanes, Layla Dolan and Erin Fletcher, trying their best and doing well. Well, as I said, the battle in the middle of the pool at the moment, and Mia Robinson not wanting to give that up. Be interesting to see if any of these ladies have left a bag of energy for the final 50. So as they turn, Mia Robinson around about a second in front. She turned at 1:50.88. Olivia Ellis is next, 1.5 seconds behind. Poppy Johnson was running third. As I said though, now looking at the pool, Mia Robinson looks like she's got this one sewn up. Running second is Olivia Ellis. The 2 Wigan swimmers, Poppy Johnson and Olivia Knox, having a battle. Olivia Knox in lane 5 is coming through very quickly. But Mia Robinson is going to hold on to this one. As I said, Olivia Knox might come through to take second here, although, let's have a look. Mia Robinson, 2:29.85. Olivia Knox 2:32.22 and Olivia Ellis 2:32.35 is your 1, 2, 3. That is confirmed. Heat number 5.
In heat number 5 in lane 1 from Southport is Sophie Lee. Lane 2 is Lila Cairns from Preston. In lane 3 is Robin Salis from Carnforth, and lane 4 is Maisie Lloyd from Wickham Best. In lane 5 is Tilly Stevens from Crosby, and lane 6 is Cassie Budaki from the City of Salford.
So, fastest entry times. In the junior sections from Madison Wrens of Crosby, 2 minutes 5.64. And then the fastest senior time, Mia Burslem, City of Liverpool, in 2:05.42. Again, we'll see those ladies towards the end of event 602. But for the moment, we've got some fantastic swimming going on in heat number 5. And at the moment, it's Crosby's Tilly Stevens, who is the early leader, by a considerable distance as well. After that, though, is take your pick. I would say, possibly if I was a betting man, I would go with Maisie Lloyd running second at the moment. And running third, I would say Sophie Lee of Southport. Or maybe Sophie just coming through to turn second. Let's have a little look at the halfway turn. Tilly Stevens, 1:10.58. Sophie Lee next. And then Maisie Lloyd turned third. I said all these ladies are 13 years of age, so they know it's a straight battle. They know they need to be finishing first or second, really, to give themselves any chance of medals later on. And as we said, it has been Tilly Stevens out in front, but Maisie Lloyd is actually catching her up through this 50, as is Sophie Lee, still going well in lane 1. But Maisie certainly made a dart for it through that third 50. She's now only 1/10 of a second behind Tilly Stevens. And what a cracking turn from Maisie Lloyd. She comes up first. So, we're going to have a great finish. I think it could be Maisie Lloyd. It could be Tilly Stevens. Or it could be Sophie Lee. That's lanes 1, 4 and 5. Maisie Lloyd, though, starting to put the foot down. Entry times are 2:29 and 2:30. Maisie giving herself a great chance as she comes into the final 5 metres. Entry time of 2:29 for Maisie. Finishes in 2:27.67. Robin Salas 2:29.77 and Sophie Lee 2:29.89. Very good. Heat number 6.
And in heat number 6 in lane 1, we've got Ava Grimshaw from Great Howard. Lane 2 is Martha Sumnall from Everton. Lane 3 is Lauren Watkins from Prescott, and in lane 4 is Evie Sunderland from Ramsbottom. Lane 5 is Laurie Whittaker from Preston, and lane 6 is Laura Dawson from Prescott. Lauren and Evie both 14 in this heat, with the rest of the swimmers 13. And the fastest entry for this one is Lauren, 2:27.75. Martha Sumnall taking the early lead, turning on the 100 metres of 1:11.37, followed by Lauren Watkins, and then third place Laura Dawson.
So, as I said, as they make their way through the third 50, Martha Subnall of Everton is, well, she's way out in front. Let's have a little look. She turns for home in 1:49.47. She's followed by Lauren Watkins of Prescott. And then Laura Dawson, that's your 1, 2, 3 as they make their way home. Martha Subnall's entry time, 2:28.35. As we said, she's coming towards the final 15 metres. 2:28 was her entry time. She's on around 2:17 at the moment. So you expect her to go underneath, but just by how much is the question. 2:24.89, so around about 4 seconds off there for Martha from the entries. Next to touch, Lauren Watkins, 2:31.03, and third to touch the wall was a Laura Dawson. Actually, the 1, 2, 3 at the turn, 2:33.67. Confirmed heat number 7.
And in heat 7, lane 1 is Sally Lomax from Preston, lane 2 is Jemima Buglas from Leyland Barracudas, lane 3 is Kira Johnson from Wigan Best, lane 4 is Erin Meath from Liverpool Penguins, lane 5 is Olivia Wilson from the City of Salford, and lane 6 is Naomi Talbot from Bolton Metro. Coaches and team managers, please send heat 13 to 16 to Marshalling, heat 13 to 16 to Marshalling.
So, in heat number 7, lane number 3 is Kira Johnson, and lane number 5, Olivia Wilson. They're in the 13 years age group. And then Sally, Jemima, Erin and Naomi are all in the 14 years age group. So at the 50 metre turn, it was lane number 1, that's Preston's Sally Lomax, who's out in front, and as she turns, or will turn at a halfway point, she still will be in the lead. She'll be chased by Naomi Talbot and then Kira Johnson. So Sally turns at 1:08.10. That gives her just short of a second and a half lead over Naomi Talbot. And then running third was Kira Johnson. All these ladies have got entry times of 2 minutes 27. As you said, it is the outside lanes at the moment. Has been Sally from the word goal, and she is still there in front. She'll turn for home in a time of 1:46.39. Gives herself now a 2-second lead over Naomi Talbot. Kira Johnson running third. There's another 2 seconds behind them. So as we said, all these girls entered at 2:27, and again looks like we're going to get some fantastic times underneath the entries. So I said Sally started from the start, is going to finish first as well. 2:23.91 for Sally. Naomi Talbot 2:26.51, and it was Olivia Wilson touching the wall third, 2:29.57. Just waiting for everything to be confirmed on the board. It is heat number 8.
And just letting you know that in heat 7, lane 4 was a disqualification. Heat 7, lane 4 was a disqualification. Moving on to heat 8. In lane 1 from the City of Salford is Isabella Bonfield. Lane 2 is Madeline Andrew from Ramsbottom. Lane 3 is Maisie Geary from Southport. And in lane 4 is Una McManus from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 5 is Lily Hanrahan from the City of Salford. And lane 6 is Betsy White from Bolton Metro.
So in lane number 2, Madeline Andrew. And lane number 4, Una McManus, sorry. in the 14 years age group. Then you've got Isabella in lane 1, Maisie in lane 3, Lily in lane 5 and Betsy in lane 6 in the 13 years age group. Again, entries are 2:25 and 2:26. But just as we've seen in quite a few of these heats this morning, one of the swimmers has decided they're not going to wait around. Going to try and take the advantage and lead from the start, just like Sally did in the last heat. This time, it's Una in lane number 4. She turns at 1:08.29. She gives herself a 2-second lead over Madeline Andrew. Running third at the halfway turn was Betsy White. But as we said at the moment, still lane number 4. Una McManus of the Oldham Aquatics, who's out in front. Probably still Madeline running second, and then third's very close now between lanes 5 and 6. But Una 1:46.49, 2 seconds in front of Madeline Andrew. Now Lily Hamrahan running third in lane 5. As we said, entry times are 2:25 and 2:26. So the rest of the heat just starting to catch Una a little bit. Lily Hamrahan coming through strongly, as is Betsy White. 5 metres left. Una McManus digging in to try and finish off this heat. She will do in 2:25.06. Betsy White 2:25.87 and Madeline Andrew 2:26.19 is confirmed heat number 9.
In Heat 9, Lane 1 is Pollyanna Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2 is Lois Anderton from Stretford. Lane 3 is Anna Lucas from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Lucia Day from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 5 is Sophia Yu from the City of Manchester Aquatics. And Lane 6 is Gabriella Giblin from Oldham Aquatics.
So the 50 metre turn, it is Lucia Day, the Oldham Aquatics, who goes round first, followed by Anna Lucas in lane 3, and then Pollyanna Kershaw. I said Pollyanna is your youngest swimmer in heat number 9 in lane 1. She's in the 13 years age group. Lois Anderton in lane 2. Sophie Yu in lane 5 and Gabriella Giblin in lane 6, 14 years of age, and Anna Lucas and Lucia Day in lanes 3 and 4, well, they're in the 15 years age category. It is Anna and Lucia, Lucia who came in with entry times of 2:23. Everyone else was 2:24. And that is showing at the moment. As we said, it is 3 and 4 out in front. As I've mentioned, Pollyanna not far behind in lane 1, as is Gabriella Giblin over in 6. But the ladies in 3 and 4, Anna and Lucia, pretty much even as they make their way through this third 50. I say Pollyanna going nicely and very quietly about her work in lane number 1. Let's say unnoticed at the moment. Wonder if she's got a bit of power left down this final 50. So let's have a look. Starting to put the foot down. Anna Lucas, though, of the City of Salford in lane number 3, followed by Lucia Day, and I said Pollyanna Kershaw next. So coming into the final 15 metres even. As we said, entry times are 2:23. Coming through strongly, Gabriella Giblin over in 6, but it will be lanes 3 and 4. But who'll touch the wall first? I think Anna Lucas, but I might be wrong. No, Anna Lucas, 2:23.67. Lucia Day, 2:23.78. And Gabriella Giblin, 2:24.66. It's confirmed. Heat number 10.
And in heat 10, in lane 1 is Caitlin Scaife from Southport. Also from Southport in lane 2 is Pippa Vey. Lane 3 is Charlotte Middleton from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 4 is Emily Smethurst from Blackburn. And in lane 6 is Bolton Metro's Evie Breeze.
So Emily Smethurst and Madison McFadden in lanes 4 and 5 are in the 16 years age group. And then in lane 1, Caitlin, lane 2, Pippa, lane 3, Charlotte, and in lane 6, Evie are in the 14 years age bracket. All these ladies entered at 2 minutes 22. That goes to show really, with everybody turning on a 32 at the first 50 metres. And still very close as they make their way to the halfway turn. Looks like Pippa Vey might just turn first in lane 2. She does at 108.97. Caitlin Scaife 2 tenths behind her, and then 2 100ths behind Caitlin was Emily, sorry. Dear me, the last day. I apologise to Emily there, lane number 4. So as we said, it's still lane number 2, Pippa Vey, Southport, is leading the way. Teammate Caitlin Scaife in lane 1 is trying to track her down and cut the lead. And I've got lanes 3 and 4 still there as well. Let's have a little look. So Pippa Vey, 1:45.88. Then everyone else turns within 2 seconds of that. So it's very close. As I said, Pippa out in front. Then the rest of the girls pretty much in a straight line. As we said, all the girls entered at 2:22. So as they're making their way towards the final 5 metres, Pippa Vey will get this one. Looks like Evie Breeze might come through to take second. Caitlin Scaife running third. Let's look. Pippa Vey, 2:22.07. Evie Breeze, 2:23.42. And Caitlin Scaife, 2:24 exactly. That's confirmed. Heat 11.
And in heat 11, in lane 1, we've got Ania Chisnell from Wigan Best. In lane 2 is Maeve Bunclark from Crosby. Lane 3 is Madeline Bryan from the City of Salford. And lane 4 is Ellie Haworth from Preston. Lane 5 is Maya Smith from Burnley Bobcats. And lane 6 is Abigail Cullen from Wigan Best.
So Ania Chisnell in lane 1, Maeve Bunclark in lane 2. Your 14-year-olds, Ellie Haworth in lane 4, Maya Smith in lane 5, and Abby Cullen in lane 6. They're in the 15 years age group with Madeline Bryan in lane number 3 in the 16s. It's lane number 5. I say Maya Smith at the turn, the Burnley Bobcat swimmer. She went round at 32.30. Gives herself half a second lead over Madeline Bryan. And then Ania Chisnell running third, as I said, at the 50 turn. But watching at home or watching on the live stream, you'll see it is very close. I've said many times before, if this is your first time watching, lane 1 is the closest lane to us, and lane 6 is over near the windows. So this time at the turn is Maya Smith, Madeline Bryan, and then Abby Cullen. So still anybody's to take is heat number 11. I said, Maya Smith from Burnley Bobcats, lane 5, has been leading all the way, but Abby Cullen now from Wigan Best in lane 6 is starting to cut that lead down considerably. So Maya just having a little look at Abby, making sure sees where she is. But also in the middle of the pool, lane number 2, Maeve Bunclark has had a great third 50. And turning was Madeline Bryan, 1:46.64. 1/10 was Maeve Bunclark, and then Maya Smith was third. Very close between all these ladies. So they've put the foot down. Lanes 2 and 3, Maeve Bunclark, Madeline Bryan. Probably running third, I'd say, is Abigail Cullen as well. And she's still working hard. But I think this is going to be going to Madeline Bryan. Let's have a look. It does 2:22.06. Maeve Bunclark 2:22.68. Then Abigail Cullen 2:23.24. Heat number 12.
Heat 12 in lane 1, we've got Anya Foxwell from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Honor Lucas from Preston. Lane 3 is Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood. Lane 4 is Alice Holt from Wigan Best. Lane 5, Elizabeth Lyons from Liverpool Penguins. And lane 6 is Jessica Ball from Prescott. Can I ask coaches and team managers to send the remaining swimmers for this event to Mashling, please? So the remaining heats for this event to Mashling.
This time, your youngest swimmer is in lane number 1. That's Anya Foxwell. She's in a 13 age bracket. Then Honor Luckhurst in lane 2, Layla Lawrence in lane 3, and Alice Holt in lane 4 are in the 14 age bracket. We have Elizabeth Lyons in 5 and Jessica Ball in 6. Now they're in your 15 age group. So the ladies in lanes 2, 3, 4 and 5, all have entry times of 2 minutes 20, with Anya and Jessica in lanes 1 and 6 at 2:21. And it is Jessica at the moment over in lane number 6 who's leading the way. Probably Alice Holt who's running second with Honor Luckhurst third. And at the turn, Jessica Ball goes round 1:07.99, 8/10 of a second in front of Elizabeth Lyons, and Alice Holt running third. So at the moment, the far side of the pool, 4, 5 and 6, Alice, Elizabeth and Jessica are your 3 swimmers leading heat number 12. As we said, as a reminder, there are no finals in the 200 metres swimming, so the ladies need to get the best time they can in the one chance they have. Turning first this time, Elizabeth Lyons, 1:45.52. Half a second behind her is Alice Holt in lane 4. Jessica Ball is just short of a second behind Alice at the final turn. So they make their way back down. It is still Elizabeth Lyons, orange hat, Liverpool Penguin swimmer in lane number 5. Alice is still running second, but Honor Luckhurst from Preston has come through strongly. Jessica Ball not going away over in lane 6. So this is going to be close. It is Elizabeth Lyons, but who'll take Elizabeth Lyons? 2:21.35. Honor Luckhurst 2:23.37, and Alice Holt 2:23.67. Equals the 1, 2, 3, pending confirmation. There it is, heat number 13.
And in heat 13, in lane 1, we've got Emily Latham from Aquabears. Lane 2 is Bethan Roberts from Stretford. Lane 4 is Grace Robinson from Bolton Metro. Lane 5 is Kate Roberts from Leyland Barracudas. And also from Leyland Barracudas in lane 6 is Elizabeth Adam.
Elizabeth Adam over in lane number 6. The youngest swimmer this time in the 13 years age group. Next to her, teammate Kate Roberts in lane 5. Well, she's in the 14 years age group. Grace Robinson in lane 4 in the 16 years age group. And then Bethan Roberts in lane 2 and Emily Latham in lane 1 are in your 17s and overs. Yeah, so as I mentioned just a few heats ago, it's been quite a regular occurrence this morning where one swimmer decides to get out fast, get out quick and try and get away from the rest of the heats, and this time it's Grace Robinson in lane number 4. She turned at the halfway point at 1:07.06, giving herself a 2-second lead over Kate Roberts in lane 5 and Emily Latham running third in lane number 1. So all the ladies, the entry times in this heat were all at 2 minutes 20. As I said, Grace Robinson, 1:43.64, has now given herself an extra half a second buffer. She's now 2.5 seconds in front of Kate Roberts. And Elizabeth Adam now running third. So as I said, all the ladies entered at 2 minutes 20. As I said, Grace Robinson is still out in front, but Kate Roberts is trying everything to cut that lead down and actually try and win this heat. Into the final 5 we go. Kate Roberts is giving it everything. It'll be on the touch, and she's timed it to perfection, Kate Roberts. 2 minutes 20.79. Grace Robinson, 2:21.17. And Elizabeth Adam, 2:22.72. Heat number 14.
And in heat 14, lane 1 is Samantha Harrington from Crosby. Lane 2 is Georgia Howard from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Joni Dunn from Ormskirk, and lane 4 is Ebony Thorburn from Southport. Also from Southport in lane 5 is Evie Sampson, and lane 6 is Amelia Atkinson from the City of Salford.
2 youngest swimmers in heat 14 are in lane 2, that's Georgia Howard, and lane 5, Evie Sampson. They're in the 13 years age bracket. Lane number 3, which is Joni Dunn, and lane 6, Amelia Atkinson, are both in the 14s. Ebony Thorburn, lane number 4, is at 15, and Samantha Harrington in lane 1 is in the 18 years category. 3 swimmers entered at 2:19, that's Georgia, Joni and Ebony, so that's lanes 2, 3 and 4. And Samantha, Evie and Amelia were all at 2:20. So that will explain exactly what we're seeing in the pool now. Slight advantage as they come to the halfway turn goes to Georgia Howard. She turns just in front of Samantha Harrington, 1/10 of a second in fact, and 1/10 behind them is Joni Dunn. Interesting to see if Georgia can continue her great form. As I said, with the longer distances on the freestyle have been fantastic. We'll see if she can do just as well here in the 200. As I said, the big thing we've seen with Georgia is it just looks effortless at the moment with her freestyle. As I said, this one's going to be a little bit closer for her though. She turns to home, she's going to have to put big effort in if she's going to hold off Joni Dunn, who actually turns first, then Georgia Howard and Samantha Harrington. So at the moment, Joni Dunn is now leading the way. Georgia Howard is next to her, as is Samantha Harrington. Running 4th is Ebony Thorburn. As I said, entry times, Georgia, Joni and Ebony are 2:19s. Well, as I said, these times are going to be fantastic. 2:19s on the clock, but going to be underneath. Joni Dunn touches the wall, 2:18.46. Georgia Howard, 2:19.06. And Samantha Harrington, 2:21.37. Heat number 15.
In heat 15 in lane 1, we've got Ola Emery from Ramsbottom. Lane 2 is Ava Grace Hudson from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Amy Coy from Ormskirk. Lane 4 is Heather Moore from Southport. Lane 5 is Clara Spence from Carnforth, and lane 6 is Emily Wilson from Aquabears.
So we got 4 15-year-olds here, lanes 1, 2, 3 and 5. So Orla, Ava Grace, Amy and Clara, your 15 years age group. Heather Moore in lane 4 is 16, and Emily Wilson in lane 6 is in the 17s and overs. Entry times are 2 minutes 18 and low to 19. Will hopefully provide us with a close heat. However, once again, we do have One swimmer who's around about a body length in front, and this time it's Clara Spence of Carnforth in lane number 5. Running second, I would say, is Heather Moore of Southport, Ava Grace Hodgson third of Wigan Best. At the turn, Clara Spence has gone round in 1 minute 5.78. 1.5 seconds behind is Heather Moore, and another half second behind was Ava Grace Hodgson. So as I said, as a reminder, entries are 2:18 and 2:19 for these swimmers. And still Clara out in front, but Heather Moore has just started to up the work and the tempo a little bit. She's around about a body length there, but Clara Spence 1:42.77. Heather Moore's closed the lead down to a second. Ava Grace Hodgson a second and a half behind. Clara is out in front, but she's going to have to be careful of Heather, who's coming back down on the inside. Still running third is Ava Grace Hodgson. As I said, Clara, though, really needs to have a little look to her left so she can see Heather Moore coming through quickly. She needs to have a little look so she sees her now. It's going to be close as they come towards the final 5 metres. Heather Moore giving everything she can. Clara Spence as well. Heather Moore reaches for the wall, 2:19.06. Clara Spence, 2:19.52. And Ava Grace Hodgson, 2:21.33. Heat 16.
And in Heat 16, in lane 1, we've got Isabel Lloyd from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Lauren Airy from Preston. From the Isle of Man, and lane 3 is Lauren Dennett. Lane 4 is Ruby Sheehan from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Megan Doherty from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 6 is Charlotte Collinson from Preston.
So youngest swimmer this time is Lauren Dennett in lane number 3 from the Isle of Man. She's in the 14 years age group. Izzy Lloyd in lane 1 and Charlotte Collinson in lane 6 of 15. Ruby Sheehan and Megan Doherty are 16 in lanes 4 and 5. And then Lauren Airy in lane number 2 is in the 17s and overs. It's your outside lanes leading the way. Looks like Izzy Lloyd will turn first here. And she does at 1:07.31. 2 tenths in front of Charlotte Collinson. And 3 tenths behind them is Lauren Dennett of the Isle of Man. But Izzy Lloyd is out in front at this moment in time, closest to us on the stream. It's in lane number 1. Starting to make the way through, as I said, is lane number 3, the Isle of Man's Lauren Dennett. Entry times for these ladies, well, Lauren in lane 3 had the fastest entry time at 2:15. Everyone else was 2:17s. So at the minute, Izzy Lloyd, fast swimming in the outside lane. He goes round first, 1:43.37. Followed by Lauren Dennett, just short of half a second behind. And then nearly a full second behind them was Megan. So Izzy's still out in front, but just like the last heat, she needs to have a little look the other way. She does. Hopefully she's seen Lauren coming through. Also coming through like an express train, Megan Doherty as well in lane 5. So this time they come underneath the flags. Megan Doherty 2:17.80, Lauren Dennett 2:19.01, and Izzy Lloyd 2:19.05. Heat 17.
And in heat 17 in lane 1, we've got Scarlett Lazenby Tracy from Stretford. Lane 2 is Jessica Corder from the City of Salford. Also from the City of Salford in lane 3 is Grace Jackson. Lane 4 is Nicole Adeyeye from the City of Salford. And lane 5 is Pippa Darlington from Preston.
The youngest swimmer here is Jess Corder in lane 2. She's 14. Grace Jackson in the 15 years age group in lane 3. Nicole Adeyeye is in the 16s, and she's in lane 4. And then Scarlett Lazenby Tracy in lane 1, and Pippa Darlington lane 5 in the 18 years age group. Entry times are 2:14 and 2:15. Grace Jackson is your early race leader in lane number 3. In fact, your first 3 swimmers are all from the City of Salford. Grace Jackson won. I would say Jess Corder might have a slight advantage, but it's actually Nicole who goes round. 1/10 in front of Jess. We said entry times are 2:14 and 2:15 for all these ladies, and a big mixture of ages in this one. But just looking at the formation in the pool, anyone watch the Mighty Ducks? It's like the Flying V, isn't it? What a movie that was. But it is, as we said, she turns for home. Grace Jackson, 1:39.22. Nicole Adeyeye, 2.5 seconds behind. Jess Corder, 3/10 behind Nicole. We said entry times 2:14, 2:15. We said if you're watching at home on the stream, that is Grace Jackson out in front. Nicole Adeyeye just to the right of her. And Jess Corder just to the left. As we said, the trio of Salford swimmers. So Grace is out in front, but Nicole has cut the gap slightly. However, touching the wall first. Grace Jackson, 2:14.60. Nicole Adeyeye, 2:15.87. And Jessica Corder, 2:16.76. Just wait for confirmation as always. There we go, heat number 18.
And in heat 18, lane 1 is Jenna Cross from Preston. Lane 2 is Grace Waring-Hewlett, also from Preston. In lane 3, we've got Wigan Best Amelia Picton, and also from Wigan Best. And lane 4 is Chloe Ridge. Lane 5 is Georgia Sheffield from Bodton Metro, and lane 6 is Sarah Mann from Preston.
So, youngest swimmer, Zara Mann in lane 6. Preston swimmer, 15 years of age. After that, we've got Grace Waring-Hewlett in lane 2 and Chloe Ridge in lane 4 at 16. And then Jenna Cross in lane 1, Amelia Picton in lane 3, Georgia Sheffield lane 5 at the 17 years and older. Entry times are 2:12 and 2:13. As we make our way through to the halfway turn, Grace Waring-Hewlett is going to be turning first. She's been tracked by Chloe Ridge in lane 4. And Amelia Picton, Wigan Best teammate of Chloe, was running third. Jenna Cross also not far behind. So as they make their way back down, it is Chloe Ridge still out in front. She's being followed by lane number 2, Grace Waring-Hewlett. And lane number 3 is Amelia Picton. That's your 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Jenna Cross going well. Who said entry times are 2 minutes 12 for all these ladies. Won't be far off that as they come in Chloe Ridge, 2:13.26. Grace Waring Hewlett, 2:15.22. Amelia Picton, 2:17.69.
Heat 19, we've got lane 1, Hannah Maher from the City of Liverpool. Lane 2 is Evie Cutter from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Lucy Parsons from Prescott. Lane 4 is Ciara Prentice from the Isle of Man. And lane 6 is Ella Bloxage from the City of Salford. Spectators, there are 3 cars currently on the near the tennis court car park that's blocking everybody else from leaving. So if you've got any of these cars, please can you go and move them. So we've got a silver Toyota, registration DG69XLW. We've got a black BMW, registration R3NSY, and we've got a grey Toyota ML17ZHC. Please, can you go and move your cars because other cars cannot leave the car park? Thank you.
So youngest swimmer Evie Cutter, lane 2 at 14. Lucy Parsons is 16 in lane 3. Everyone else is 17 years and older. At the moment, way out in front, Ella Bloxage over in lane number 6. After that, it could be anybody, well, anyone running second and third. Looks like Lucy Parsons, then Evie Cutter. Running in your top 3, but turning for home is going to be Ella Bloxage, 1:38.83. Lucy Parsons next, and then Ciara Prentice. So as you said, it was and still is Ella Bloxage, but coming through lanes 2, 3 and 4. Coming in towards the final 10 metres, Ella's out in front. Evie Cutter's trying to make a challenge into the final 5 metres. Ella's still there. Evie coming through strongly. Ella touches first, 2:11.83. Evie Cutter 2:12.14, and Lucy Parsons in 2:12.74. Confirmed final heat of this event, heat 20.
And in this final heat in lane 1, we've got Caitlin Gibson from Bolton Metro. Lane 2 is Alice Volkovaya from the City of Salford. Lane 3 is Mia Buslem from the City of Liverpool. And lane 4 is Madison Wrens from Crosby. Lane 5 is Emily Bloxage from the City of Salford, and also from the City of Salford. And lane 6 is Katie Lee. Coaches and team managers, can you send heat number 2 of the 800 freestyle to marshalling? And just spectators, just one more time, if your car is a silver Toyota DG69XLW, black BMW R3 NSY, and a grey Toyota ML17ZHC, please can you go and move your cars because you are blocking other people from leaving the car park. Thank you.
So with a 50 turn, it was Caitlin Gibson who turned first, followed by Alice Volkovaya, and Madison Wrens were your 1, 2, 3. At the halfway turn, Caitlin Gibson at 1:03.08, Emily Bloxage at 1:03.15, Madison Wrens was third. So Emily turns first, 1:36.02. Madison Wrens, quarter of a second behind. And Katie Lee second behind Amelie. So they make their way home, in towards final 25 metres. Amelie Bloxage, lane 5, still out in front. Madison Renz is next, although Katie Lee's working hard to track that down. Also going well is Mia Burslem. But as they come underneath the flags this time, touching the wall in a time of 2:07.61 is Amelie Bloxage. Madison Renz 2:09.34 and Katie Lee 2:09.99. That brings us to the end of event 602, so we move on to event 603, the Men's Open 800 metres freestyle. There are 6 heats in this event. This is heat number 1. Yeah, once again, urgent announcement. If you do have any of the following car registrations, you are blocking people from leaving the venue. So, if any of these are yours, please can you go outside and move your cars? Thank you. First one is a silver Toyota DG69 XLW. We got a black BMW R3 NSY. And we got a grey Toyota ML17 ZHC. They are all over near the tennis courts and the running track. So if any of those are your cars, can you please go and move them so we can allow people to leave the venue? Thank you very much. So all the boys in heat number 1 are in the 12 years age group. And the times range from 11 minutes 2 to 11 minutes 36.
And just giving you the results from event 602, which is the women's 200 freestyle. In the 10 and 11 years age group, in third place from Bolton Metro was Esme Moore. In second place from Preston was Bethany Makwembere, and in first place from Wigan Best, Poppy Johnson. In the 12 years age group, in third place from Blackpool Aquatics, Olivia Ellis. In second place from Wigan Best was Olivia Knox, and in first place from Southport was Mia Robinson. In the 13 years age group, in third place from Everton was Martha Simnell. In second place from Leyland Barracudas was Elizabeth Adam, and in first place from Wigan Best was Georgia Howard. In the 14 years age group, in third place from the City of Salford was Jessica Corder. In second place from Wigan Best was Evie Cutter. And in first place from the City of Salford was Amelie Blockstage, who also becomes junior and senior first place. In the 15 years age group, in third place was Grace Jackson from the City of Salford. Also from the City of Salford, in second place was Alice Volkovaya, and in first place, also from the City of Salford, was Katie Lee, who also became junior and senior third place. And in the 16 years age group, in third place from Wigan Best was Chloe Ridge. In second place from Prescott was Lucy Parsons. And in first place from Crosby was Madison Wrens. And Madison also became junior and senior second. And in the 17 years age group, third place was Caitlin Gibson from Bolton Metro. Second place, Ella Blocksage from the City of Salford. And in first place, Mia Buslem from the City of Liverpool. Just a note for spectators, for this afternoon's event, we are completely sold out on the tickets, so we have no standing tickets either. So it's just, if you have got a ticket, you will gain entry. If you haven't, then unfortunately you won't be able to come in because we are at full capacity. And when you come in this afternoon, please can you make sure that you don't have any coats or bags on seats next to you, please. We've got to use every single seat here this afternoon. Thank you. Can I ask coaches and team managers to send heat 3 of this event to Mashling, please? So heat 3 to Mashling. On the last turn here, Finley Byrne turning on 10:23.93. His entry time is 11:02.67. Followed by Douglas Jones turning, and then Archie Honey. And Finley Byrne finishing in a time of 11:03.19. Followed by Douglas Jones, 11:12.62. And Archie Honey finishing in 11:19.21. All confirmed, moving on to heat number 2. And in heat number 2, in lane 2, we've got Samuel Williams from Bolton Metro. Also from Bolton Metro in lane 3 is Mark Owen. Lane 4 is Callum Byrne from Southport, and lane 5 is Ed Pearson from the Isle of Man. Ed Pearson being the youngest swimmer in this heat at 12 years old, his entry time 10:48.38. Then we've got two 13-year-olds, Samuel Williams and Callum Byrne, and Mark Owen is 14. The fastest entry for this heat is Mark Owen on a time of 10:03.32.
So at his halfway turn there, Samuel Williams, Bolton Metro, lane number 2, turn at 4:44.31, followed by teammate Mark Owen, 4:57.71, Callum Byrne in 4:58.08. So our race leader, you can see, going back up the pool there. Turn at the 500 metre mark, 5:58.93. So giving himself nearly 16 seconds over teammate Mark Owen. It's Callum Byrne still running third, with Ed Pearson still working hard over in lane number 5. So Samuel there, here's the whistles indicating 100 metres left. Entry time for Samuel Williams in lane 2 was 10 minutes 13.80. So next to hear the whistles, Mark Owen turned at 8:45.45 and Callum Byrne at 8:49.27. But as he turns for the final time, Samuel Williams, as I said, entry time at 10 minutes 13. So we said into the final 25 metres, so lane number 2. There's Sam Williams of Bolton Metro. Ladies and gents, as a reminder, entry... So you said, as a reminder, Sam Williams' entry time was 10 minutes 13. He's just finished in 9:39.35. Great effort there from Sam Williams, Bolton Metro in lane 2. Next to come underneath the flags and finish his race is going to be teammate Mark Owen in 9:58.19. Southport's Callum Byrne, he finishes off in 10 minutes 5.20. And then we just look back in the pool, we've still got Ed over there in lane number 5 from the Isle of Man, still working hard. And so he makes his way down for the final time. Last 50 metres for Ed. So it's through to the final, the 25 metres for Ed Pearson of the Isle of Man. Doing well as he comes in, as we said, to the final 15. As I said, youngest swimmer in heat number 2 is Ed at 12. Comes underneath the flags and will touch the wall in a time of 10:54.36. That is confirmed, heat number 3. So, heat 3, lane 1 from the Isle of Man is James Farnan, lane 2 from Ramsbottom is Charlie Wilcock, lane 3 from Wigan Best is Alex Hornby, lane 4 from Preston is Isaac Shaw, lane number 5 from Blackpool Aquatics is William Kershaw, and in lane 6 the Bolton Metro is Archie Fisher. So we got, as I said, James in lane 1 and Billy over in lane 5. They're your 13 years age group swimmers. Charlie Wilcock in lane 2. Isaac Shaw in lane 4. And Archie Fisher in lane 6 are all in the 14s. And that leaves Alex in lane number 3, and he's in the 16 years age group. Alex is your fastest entry time at 9 minutes 36.15. And it goes out to a 10-minute 3 on the outside lanes. So we shall see how number 3 pans out. But at the 100 turn, Alex Hornby goes round in 1:06.26. And in the early goings, that gives him a 2¼ second lead, or just short of 2¼ second lead over Charlie Wilcock running second, and Isaac Shaw in third. So at the halfway turn, Alex Hornby turned in 4:43.23. He's followed by Isaac Shaw, 4:56.84. Then Archie Fisher, 4:57.73. Currently, the first three swimmers. Charlie Wilcock running fourth in lane 2. As I said, with William, or Billy, as he likes to be known over there, in lane number 5. And said still going well. He's James Farnan of the Isle of Man in lane number 1. So 600 metre turn there for Alex Hornby, goes at 7 minutes 9.29. Turning next, Isaac Shaw at 7:28.83, but 1/10 behind him is Archie Fisher in lane 6. So as we said, we've got Alex in lane number 3, who's leading the way. Nice battle for second and third, happening in lanes 4 and 6. As I said, Charlie Wilcott running fourth, with William Kershaw and James Farnan still battling very well. And so, as I said, we'll just be quiet to make sure that Alex can hear the whistles indicating the last 100 metres. So, Alex out in front. So as I said, Alex was out in front, and then Isaac and Archie turned within 4 100ths of each other, so nice race there. But back in the lead, as we said, as you can see on the stream, that's, as we said, Alex Hornby of Wigan Best. He had an entry time of 9:36.15. Comes through towards the final 15 metres. He's going to be close to that entry time. See if he can get his head down and underneath it as he comes into the final 5 metres. It will be close. 9:36 the entry time. Finish time 9:33.47 for Alex Hornby. Next up, nice battle, as we said, between Isaac Shaw and Archie Fisher. And said Isaac, the closest swimmers to us on the stream. Looks like he has a slight advantage, but Archie Fisher not going away, not giving up. It is Isaac Shaw, 9:54.73. Archie Fisher, 9:54.85. Charlie Wilcott finishes 10 minutes 3.55. There, William Kershaw hits the wall, 10 minutes 10.28. I say James making his way down in lane number 1 in towards the final 10 metres to finish off heat number 3. And as he comes underneath the flags into the wall, he'll register a time of 10 minutes 28.86. Confirmed heat 4.
And we're on to heat 4. So in lane 1, we've got John Canuthia from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 2 is Leah Talbot from Bolton Metro. Lane 3 is Matthew Sowers from Wigan Best, and also from Wigan Best in lane 4 is Jack Pritchard. Lane 5 is Cody Bridge from Blackpool Aquatics, and in lane 6 is Luke Horton from Carnforth. Youngest swimmer in this heat is Leah Talbot in lane 2. He's 13. Matthew Sowers is 14 in lane 3. We've got Cody in lane 5 at 15, and the other 3 swimmers, John, Jack and Luke, all 16. Fastest entry time for this heat is Matthew Sowers from Wigan Best on 9:18.30. And the swimmers who are in heats 5 and 6, if you make your way slowly to Mashling. Please, thank you.
So at the halfway turn, Jack Pritchard goes round first in 4:37.65, followed by teammate Matthew Saws, nearly 4.5 seconds behind. And a second behind Matthew, running in third, was Leo Talbot, or is Leo Talbot, at the halfway turn. Not far behind Leo, or making sure he's coming up and joining him, is Cody Bridge. Again, Jack, who's been fighting his way back to full fitness, looking good so far as he goes through 450 metres. And Matthew starting to make a little bit of a breakaway to be a clear second as he makes his way back down. Still running third, and it's nice and smooth with Leo Talbot. So as said, at the 500 turn, Jack is 5 minutes 49.88. Still got himself a 4.5 second lead over teammate Matthew Saws, who is in front of Leo Talbot at the moment, who's running third. Matthew's got himself around about a 1.2 second lead at the previous turn. As we mentioned at the start of the heat, Matthew in lane number 3 had the fastest entry time at 9:18.30. Luke Horton over in lane 6 was at 9:33.28. As I said, Jack's entry time was 9 minutes 20. So Jack turns 200 metres left for Jack. He turned at 7 minutes 1.66 and extends his lead over Matthew now to just short of 5 seconds. Matthew, just having a little look there, has extended his lead over Leo Talbot, just very slightly. Let's say Cody Bridge sat there in 4th as well, over in lane 5. John Kinnuthia in lane 1, who's your 5th place swimmer, with Luke Horton, let's say, over in lane number 6. So all the swimmers make their way up and get ready to turn for the final time. Jack turns at 8 minutes 49.84. We said entry time at 9 minutes 20. Running second is still Matthew Saws. Leo Talbot still in third. So as we said, coming into the final 10 metres, Jack Pritchard is coming underneath the flags, and he will touch the wall first in a time of 9:22.56. Matthew Saws, he's got to hold on to second place. He will touch the wall in 9:29.44, with Leo Talbot in 9:31.28. Cody Bridge finishes off in 9:37.07. And just coming in to finish off the heat, John Canuthia in 9 minutes 50.80. That's confirmed, heat 5. Just so you know, in heat number 4, there was a disqualification in lane number 6.
Moving on to heat 5 in lane 1, we've got Jonathan Waters from Preston. Lane 2 is Benjamin Ross from the City of Salford. Lane 3 is Ethan Kelly from Crosby, and lane 4 is Max Harvey from Liverpool Penguins. Lane 5 is Oliver Crooks from Bolton Metro, and lane 6 is Andrew Clavis from Prescott. We've got an even split of 15 and 16-year-olds in this one. So we've got Jonathan, Benjamin and Ethan in lane 1, 2, 3 are 15, and then Max, Oliver, Andrew, lanes 4, 5, 6, all 16. Fastest entry for this heat is Ethan Kelly from Crosby with 8:55.06. Followed by Max Harvey from Liverpool Penguins on 8:59.07. And Ethan Kelly taking the early lead, turning on the 100-metre points on 1:02.32, followed by Max Harvey.
So we said, still got the Twitter running. If anyone does want to put in any good luck messages, got another one. Best of luck to Hayden Battle. 50-metre breaststroke final from everyone at St Helens Swimming Club. You can do it. Good luck to Hayden. See him shortly after heat number 6 of this, and we get into the finals of the 50 breaststroke for the gentlemen. 200-metre turn, Ethan Kelly of Crosby is first, 2 minutes 10:58. Followed by Ben Ross at Salford, 2:11.58. Max Harvey, Liverpool Penguins, 2:12.51. So the halfway turn, still Ethan Kelly out in front. 4:24.92 gives him a 2.5 second lead over Ben Ross, who went round in 4:27.51. And still Max Harvey running third, 4:32.93. Andrew Clavis at the moment over in lane number 6, he's running fourth, followed by Oliver Crooks in lane 5, and Jonathan Waters down in lane number 1. Completes, let me say, your field in heat number 5. So whilst we've got a little chance, obviously we head to our final session of the Lancashire County Championships 2023 this afternoon. That is session 12. Warm-up times for that. The ladies will start their warm-up at 1:45. That will be until 2:15 when the lads will go in the water. That'll be till 2:45. We'll start racing as soon as we can afterwards, and we hope to be finished for around about 10 to 5. As we said, somewhere in session number 12 as well, we'll do the presentations for the championship, or the winning championship team, and the winning age group team as well. As I said, not got the updates to that. I'll make sure we get them for you for the start of session 12. I'm saying, just for reference, fastest entry times for this event in the junior sections from Finley Pulp of Ramsbottom, 8:37.06, and the fastest senior entry time is Alexander Volkovoy, the city of Salford, 8 minutes 17.56. And we will see both of them gentlemen in the final heat, which is coming up at the conclusion of this one. So Ethan still out in front, 6 minutes 40.84, 3.5 seconds now in front of Ben Ross. As we said, Max Harvey still running third in lane number 4.
Ethan Kelly turning with the last 100 to go. Ethan turning with 50 to go on 8:22.78, followed by Benjamin turning in 2:38 seconds after him.
So as you can see, they are coming into the final 15 metres. Ethan Kelly's going to bring this home. As we said, Ben Ross has closed the gap slightly, but Ethan Kelly hits the wall. 8 minutes 54.80. Ben Ross 8:58.44. Both of them going underneath their entry times. So well done to the first two swimmers there. Next to come in is going to be Max Harvey, lane number 4, 9:14.78. Let's say Andrew Clavis finishes in 9:21.17. Oliver Crooks there, 9 minutes 30.06, and just making his way back down. And lane number 1 is Preston's Jonathan Waters. So into the final 5 metres he comes. Jonathan Waters rounds off heat number 5 in a time of 10 minutes .72. They are all confirmed. We now move on to the final heat of this event. Heat number 6.
And in this final heat, in heat 6, lane 1 is Nathan Lockett from the City of Salford. Lane 2 is Finlay Pope from Ramsbottom. Lane 3 is Alexander Volkovaya from the City of Salford, and also from the City of Salford in lane 4 is Joseph Stout. Lane 5 is Joshua Keogh from Bolton Metro, and lane 6 is Samuel Grimes from Wigan Best. Ages ranging from 15 to 18 in this heat, with Joshua being the youngest at 15. Finlay Pope is 16, Samuel Grimes 17, and the other 3 swimmers, Nathan, Alexander and Joseph, at 18. Fastest entry time for this one is Alexander Volkovaya with 8:17.56, followed by Joseph Stout, 8:28.04. Team coaches and managers, please could you send the boys who are in the 50-metre breaststroke finals to marshalling, please? So, team managers, coaches, please could you send the boys who are in the finals for the breaststroke to marshalling now? Thank you.
So that's the halfway turn for Alexander Volkovoy. Turns at 4 minutes 10.51. Gives himself just short of 6.5 second lead over Joe Stout. Finlay Pope running third. Nathan Lockett fourth. Sam Grimes fifth. Joshua Keogh in sixth at the moment. So just looking at the pool, as I said, it is Mr. Volkovoy, who is way ahead in lane number 3. As I said, and Joe Stout next. Just behind Joe is lane 2's Finlay Pope. Nice battle going on as well between Joshua and Samuel over in lanes 5 and 6. So as it has been for all of heat number 6, Alexander Volkovoy turns for home, 7:59.85. That is giving himself just short of 7-second lead over teammate Joe Stout, and Joe went round in 8 minutes 6.80. There's Finlay Pope there, still running third. So when he comes into the final 5 metres, race leader from start to finish, touches the wall in a time of 8:31.65. Next to come underneath, there's going to be Joe Stout. He finishes 8:38.96. Finlay Pope in 8:43.08. Nathan Lockett in 8:49.44. Next is going to be Joshua Keogh. That will be the time of 8:58.47, and Sam Grimes finishes off in 9 minutes .94. We're just before we go into the finals, we're just going to process the results from the 1500, so bear with us and we'll get the final started shortly. Please. Okay, once again, we will get these finals started very shortly. Don't go anywhere. As I said, we'll be with you very soon. As I said, whilst we've got a bit of time, session number 12, warm-ups. Ladies first at 1:45. That'll be from 1:45 till 2:15. Then it'll be the men from 2:15 till 2:45. The racing starts shortly afterwards, and we hope to be finished for 5:10. Okay, we're going to be moving on to the finals now. This will be event 604, the men's 10 and 11 year age groups, 50 metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists in lane number 1 from Carnforth is William Nichols. In lane number 2 from Everton is Eric Bow. In lane number 3 from Everton is William Stamper. In lane number 4 from Wigan Best is Leo Ashcroft. In lane number 5 from Everton is Callum Chung. And in lane number 6 from Ramsbottom is Harrison Burgess. So off we go. In the heats we have a fastest time of 44.51 from William Stamper through to 47. And it is William Stamper who is out in front. After that though, still very close to decide, possibly Leo Ashcroft going very well. Callum Chung and Harrison Burgess also there. But 3:35 metres, William Stamper is making sure that he's taking this gold medal home. After that, still hard to decide, possibly Leo Ashcroft. And after that, maybe Eric Bow, but we will see. Touching on first is William Stamper, 41.35. Who gets next? Leo Ashcroft, 45.26, and Eric Bow, 45.30. Great final. Just wait for that to be confirmed. It is. Well done to the gentleman there.
Moving now to event 605, which is the men 12 years 50 metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalist in lane 1 from Blackpool Aquatics is Gabriel Barnett. In lane 2 from Southport is Logan Byrne. In lane 3 from Bolton Metro is Ethan Blythe. In lane 4 from Chorley Malins is Jack Calderbank. Lane 5 from Wigan Best is Michael Meadows-Dixon. And in lane 6 from Aquabirds is Archie McLaren.
So off we go with the second final of the morning. In the heats, we had 3 swimmers at 40, 2 swimmers at 41 and a 43. In the early goings, it is lane number 3, which is Ethan Blythe. Bolton Metro is out in front, but extremely close as they make their way through to 35 metres. Still, Ethan Blythe, I would suggest, is out in front. Possibly followed by Logan Byrne and Jack Calderbank, but hard to see. So here we go, final 5 metres. Taking this one will be Ethan Blythe, 39.41. Jack Calderbank, 39.94. And Logan Byrne, 40.30. So we now move on to event 606, the men's 13 years age group, 50 metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists in lane number 1 for Blackpool Aquatics is Aaron Nolte. In lane 2 from Wigan Best is James Vaughan. In lane number 3 from Rosebottom is Cormac Whiteley. In lane number 4 from St Helens is Hayden Battle. In lane number 5 from Southport is Callum Byrne. And in lane number 6 from the Isle of Man is James Farden. So again, in the heats, Cormac Whiteley went 35.82, couple of 37s, 39 and 40s. So we're off to the fast start, lane number 3, Cormac Whiteley of Ramsbottom. Looks like Hayden Battle is running second at the moment. And possibly Callum Byrne is your 1, 2, 3 at this moment in time, although James Vaughan is fighting back there. So making the way towards the final 5 metres, it is going to be Cormac Whiteley, and then it will, let's have a look, Cormac Whiteley 34.85, Hayden Battle 36.40, and James Vaughan 37.84. There's your 1, 2, 3 pending confirmation. It is confirmed.
Moving on to event 607, which is the men 14 years 50 metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists in lane 1 from Ormskirk is Joshua Paul. In lane 2 from Crosby is William Irvine. In lane 3 from the City of Manchester Aquatics is Albert Smith. In lane 4 from Burnley Bobcats is Ben Cook. In lane 5 from Wigan Best is Nathan Healy. And in lane 6 from Clitheroe is Thomas Harris.
So in the heats we had, as we were saying, let's just have a little look there. Albert Smith at 33.95, everyone else at 35 point something. So his off to a flyer is the City of Manchester Classic swimmer, Albert Smith. He is leading at the moment. After that, hard to tell. Nathan Healy, Ben Cook, William Irvine, all in the mix of medals at this point. Into the final 15 they go. Albert Smith out in front, but everyone coming back at him. Albert Smith, 34.45. Ben Cook, 34.65. William Irvine, 34.93. So we move on to event 608, the men's 15 years age group final for the 50-metre breaststroke. Introducing your finalists in lane number 1 from Crosby, Oscar Donnelly. In lane 2 from the city of Salford, Luke Aiken. In lane number 3 from Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. In lane number 4 from Preston is Jonathan Waters. In lane number 5 from Charlie Marlins is Brandon Taylor. And in lane number 6 from the City of Manchester Aquatics, James Fothergill. So Oliver Parry was your fastest swimmer in the heats at 31.51. Jonathan Waters 32, a couple of 33s, a couple of 35s. Some of these boys backing up from the 800 metres though. See if that affects them. At the moment though, Oliver Parry's out in front. He's being followed by Jonathan Waters, who's one of those lads. They're your first two. After that, it could go anywhere for the bronze, but at the moment, Oliver Parry will take this in a time of 31.44. Jonathan Waters 32.37 and Luke Aitken 33.27. We say just waiting for confirmation on the board. There we have it.
Moving on now to event 609, which is the men's 16 years 50-metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalist in lane 1 from Leyland Barracudas is Ethan Roberts. In lane 2 from the City of Manchester Aquatics is King Sum. In lane 3 from Preston is Harvey Kinnear. In lane 4 from Stretford is Lewis Gilbert. In lane 5 from Crosby is Luke Kernan. And in lane 6 from the Isle of Man is Zachary Bellhouse.
So in the heats, 5 out of 6 swimmers went at 33 point something, with one at 34. So again, this one could go anywhere through the first 15 metres. It's a nice straight line, trying to make the advantage. Stretford's Lewis Gilbert is out in front as they go through 25 metres. Who said Lewis Gilbert out in front? After that, hard to tell, possibly Luke Curran. As they make their way towards the final 15 metres, as we said, Lewis Gilbert still out in front, but after that, Lewis Gilbert 32.15, Harvey Kinnear 32.90 and King Sum 32.98. So we move to our final in this set of finals. This is event 610, the men's 17 years and over 50-metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists in lane number 1 from Aquabers is Ewan Weaver. In lane number 2 from the City of Liverpool is Ellis Glureth. In lane number 3 from Bolton Metro is Isaac Spinks. In lane number 4 from the Isle of Man is Alexander Turnbull. In lane number 5 from Blackpool Aquatics is Matthew Charlesworth. And in lane number 6 from the Isle of Man is Conor Mealing. So in the heats we had a high 31 and then low 32s. Great start in lane 2 from Ellis Cleworth. He's up and out. Through 25 metres, Ellis Cleworth still in front, but the rest of the final catching him up. Into final 15 metres, nice straight line. Let's have a little look. Ellis Cleworth still holds the lead. I think he's going to hold on. Let's have a little look on the touch. Ellis Cleworth 31.46, Isaac Spinks 31.70, and Alexander Turnbull 31.84. That is confirmed, and that completes session number 11. Once again, we extend our thanks to all the volunteers, referees and officials. Officials, you may now leave poolside, and we'll get all the results to you, well, right now.
So the results of the 800 metre freestyle in the 12 years age group. In third place was Douglas Jones from Southport. Also from Southport in second place was Finlay Byrne, and in first place from the Isle of Man was Ed Pearson. In the 13 years age group, in third place from Southport was Callum Byrne. In second place from Bolton Metro was Samuel Williams, and also from Bolton Metro in first place was Leo Talbot. In the 14 years age group, in third place from Bolton Metro was Archie Fisher. In second place from Preston was Isaac Shaw, and in first place from Wigan Best was Matthew Sowers. In the 15 years age group, from Bolton Metro in third place was Joshua Keogh. In second place from the City of Salford and also winning junior third place was Benjamin Ross. And in first place from Crosby, becoming junior second place, was Ethan Kelly. In the 16 years age group, in third place from Prescott, Andrew Glavis. Second place from Liverpool Penguins was Max Harvey, and in first place, also becoming junior first and senior third place from Ramsbottom was Finlay Pope. And in the 17 years and over age group, in third place from the City of Salford was Nathan Lockett. Second place from the City of Salford and also becoming senior second was Joseph Stout. And in first place from the City of Salford and also winning the senior category was Alexander Volkovoya.